Hello, Gillian Robinson from Healthcare Compliance Solutions here. We had one of our clients contact us in the last couple of days and say that one of the auditors from one of the audit agencies had contacted them just asking a little bit more clarification about how to access the documents through the online system that we provide them with, the documents all through the document library. And I thought, well, this was a good opportunity. I should have actually done it before, so I apologise for not being in contact and sending you a bit more detail and description of how to use the system up until now. So here we go. I thought I'd just give you a quick run through of the HCSL online system that our clients are all using for their quality and risk, and where they access their documents. They have them in hard copy manuals as well, which are all indexed, and we supply those. But I'll talk you through the process that we go through when we're creating the policies and procedures and supporting systems for our residential care clients, and how you can access the documents when you do the online documentation review as part of a full audit. So across the top here, I'm just going to talk you through the tabs. So across the top here, we have a raft of different information. This is our CRM. So we collect a lot of information that are very different details about each site. So there's actually 162 different pieces of information. So, for example, when we open up these tabs, they've all got screeds of different bits of information that are different to each site. We collect those. We've got their bead numbers, all their different types of information there, and then we also collect information about their certification periods and their surveillance windows and things like that. So it goes on and on through all the different aspects of service. We collect that information, and then we go through a process of putting that into our system, so that the documents we provide for each and every client are actually slightly different, because they've got all their own specifics in there already ready for them to use. They don't need to do anything. They read them. They let us know if there's anything that's not absolutely accurate, or we have discussions and sometimes debates if they want to do things differently, and we have a look and at their rationale for doing that, and often we say, yep, that's absolutely great, let's adopt that, and we incorporate that into the system. Sometimes there'll be a legislative or compliance reason why it's not such a good idea to do what they might be suggesting. Occasionally we get that, sometimes with a new provider. So our role there is to help then educate and support and mentor them, which is something that we do in the background on an ongoing basis. So to get access to the system for your documentation review for you as auditors, if you contact your clients, as you do, the clients that we have know, because we've told them, sometimes they forget, so we have to remind them to forward the information to us as well, so that we can send you those access codes. They are set up specifically for audit purposes, just for the documentation review, and so they're limited access. Now, we've got a whole range of different access areas to the different parts of the site that clients are using. But at the point that you get your access code, it will look the opposite to what I've got open here for me. This is just my demo site that I use for initial demonstrations, and where I keep progress notes in there of all the various different business things that we're working on inside of our business, as opposed to clients. And of course, we keep progress notes of every point of contact and every conversation and every query and everything like that for every client as well. So let me just talk you through. So we've got this is the background of the system that clients are using. They can't see any of this. This is what we use. And I'm just going to go into one of the access areas so that you can see what the client actually sees when they're logging into the system. So I'll just move myself down there for a moment. This is the client view. This is their dashboard, and this is the different areas of access that they use. We will have the initial care plans and initial assessment and care plan and long-term care plans on here as well very shortly. You can see progress notes and things coming online now, and those are being used as we come on board. This is industry average benchmarking, so that's part of the system as well. Now, I'm not going to focus on any of that today. I'm simply going to talk you through accessing the documents. You'll see here in this purple area below, this is where you will find the documents for the documentation review. Now, if you scroll down there looking, or you can use the search, you can put in the word interi, whoopsie days, for example, hit the search, and it will then reduce it. Now, obviously, this isn't a client set. This is just a few documents in here, but it will reduce that list to only show you documents that have got that particular word within the content or relate to those. To get all of the documents to reappear, click on the Client tab. Beside the documents, and some of these are reports that the providers have saved, the analysis of different accident incidents or infection reports. Beside them to the right end, you'll see a little dot there or a paper clip. Now, if it's got both the dot and the paper clip, you can simply double click that. It will open on the screen. You can see here we've uploaded a lot of clinical resources so that nurses have got access to latest information. And at the top there, you can hit the download or the print button. So further down there, we've got various documents. If it hasn't got the dot, it wants you to download it because it's a document in Word version for you to actually, for the client to actually write into or type into. Some of these are digitalized, so they've got frozen fields and they can write into them. So hopefully that just gives you a quick idea, scrolling down there or using the search option. If you've got any other queries, please don't hesitate to contact either the client or myself, Gillian Robinson at Healthcare Compliance Solutions, HCSL.co.nz. Thanks.